What's good, queer abstract? I'm not as tall as LaBeija, okay? Miss LaBeija. Gotta bring it down a moment. So like Shannon said, we all family up in here, so I'm gonna handle some family business real quick. So I got hella family. I got family from Chicago. If you from Chicago, you fucks with Chicago, say yeah. I got family from LA up in here. If you fucks with LA, you from LA, say yeah. And I got my New York family. This is actually the state I was born in. I got the closest thing that I right now have to a mother sitting in the front audience, Miss Sonita Surratt. She did not birth me, but she continues to give birth to me, okay? So I'm gonna say, Mom, can you please record this performance actually? Because I need to make sure that I can check my notes. All you gotta do is point it at me. I was not prepared, I apologize. Thank you. That's the type of shit you gotta ask your mom to do sometimes. I'm gonna adjust myself. I'm gonna take some time up here because I got a lot of shit to talk about. Okay. It took me a long time to get here, all right? And I don't just mean the fucking taxi ride I took over here. I'm talking about what it means to actually fully integrate, right? Okay, you can testify. Yeah, it takes some real actual work and some motherfucking money, okay? You gotta pay these people to help you come together. I wrote these motherfucking jokes down because my mind these days, it cannot keep up. So if you've already met me, and some of you have, I go by Lo. Thank you. And you know that Lo is a hoe. That's just like what you probably already know about me, right? But I blame my parents because they named me L'Oreal Patrice Jackson, so like what the fuck else I'm supposed to be, right? With a name like L'Oreal Patrice Jackson. You know, but I'm out here, I'm trying to get free. I just cut off all my motherfucking hair. You know, I'm trying to let my beard grow. You know, I'm just trying to get free, okay? Take some deep breaths. You know, I like the community accountability to shh, because it means motherfuckers are breathing, okay? Don't be afraid to breathe. Shh. Okay, thank you. So Lo is a hoe. Lo is a hoe. I love sex. You know, I'm over it. I've been in too many closets. Like, that is the thing you need to know about me, okay? We out here, we searching, we trying to find resources, we doing all, it's like, look, here, right? So later on, this week, or next month, or in a couple years from now, when you're like, I wonder who, you already know it's me, okay? Don't feel bad. You can slide through the DMs, okay? It's all good. So I'm just trying to let you know where to locate some resources. Lo is a hoe. That also means that sometimes you gotta pay me, okay? The fuck? You know? Like ever since I was able to like understand what that sex and money could come together, you know? I was like, that's a great idea. I wanna do that, you know? But people are afraid, people are scared, you know? People are afraid to ask for what they want. People are afraid to identify their resources. People are afraid to be honest about the fact that people are resources, okay? That emotional support is a resource, okay? That dinner, that family dinner is a resource. This dick is a resource, okay? And you pay for everything else, you know? If motherfuckers trying to get an attitude, it's like you pay these bullshit ass doctors, you know? You pay for everything else. So all I'm saying is it is not, you know, you can think of it as a suggested donation, okay, if you'd like, right? It's not prostitution to leave a tip jar next to the bed. That's all I'm saying, okay? Show your gratitude, okay? And give people what they need and ask for what the fuck you want. Okay? Stop fronting, right? Like, we can cut out all the middle, all the bullshit, you know? I love to fuck. And I work on it, you know? Like, it's not, I don't just show, like, I always tell people I didn't just learn how to do it. You know, I wasn't just born. You know, I had to study. A bitch studies, you know? I be up here in these anatomy books, okay? I be up in these Reiki sessions, you know, trying to understand the pelvic tilt. I'm like Alexander techniquing, you know? I'm like okay, you know, posterior, anterior, you know? I got certificates and degrees and shit. I didn't just show up, you know? The motherfucker is skilled out this bitch, you know? Shit. You know, you gotta work on it, and I work on it. And I love working on it. My favorite thing to do is to prep for sex. And I do all the prep, okay? I do it all, you know? I went and had some shamanic pelvic floor work done last year, you know? I be in there like, let me just, too much garlic, you know? But you be surprised, like I can't give it away sometimes. Sometimes I can't give it away, like people are scared. People are scared to just get what they want. Everybody wants it, but they're scared to just show up and get it, you know? So sometimes I can't even give it away. And I'm always shocked, you know? I'm like, really? Like you don't wanna fuck me? Are you sure? You know? But I'm like, look, I had the oil change, okay? I had the tune up, you know? I had the witchy white woman just, you know? I did it all. What else I gotta talk about besides being a hoe? Being black. Sometimes they feel like the same thing, you know? like, what's the difference again? I don't know. I'm selling it all. But that's why I'm like, look, we need a black tax, okay? We need a black tax, you know? I'm not afraid to say it, you know, because the truth is like, we created it all, you know? So white people show up in our spaces, and they wanna hang out, and they wanna kiki, and they wanna whatever, and like, what's up to the white allies? I see you back there, black tax. You know? Because next thing you know, motherfucking Betsy DeVos has cornrows, except she ain't got cornrows because they like to rename shit. So she got prairie field braids. You know? You're like, bitch, what? Black tax. You know? I'll put that shit on the motherfucking flyer. Ticket price does not include black tax. You know? You show up and you white, I'm like, if the tickets were $15, motherfucker, you paying $30. At least, okay? Black tax, you know? Up front. RuPaul said get the money up front, okay? You gotta listen, you gotta pay attention, you know? Shit. Because the truth is, not everyone is invited to the cookout. That's just the reality, right? It's my motherfucking cookout. You know, I'm not inviting everybody. I'm inviting my people, okay? And so not everybody's invited. Like, that's just real shit, you know? You gotta choose your family. That's what we've been talking about all night, you know? You choose your family. And it just so happens that I've had sex with most of my chosen family. You know, people try to give me shade. People try to throw shade. They're like, dang, you always gotta fuck your friends, you know? And I'm like, but what would I do with a group of friends I didn't want to fuck? You know, like, it doesn't make sense to me. The fuck I want with you? You know, like, come on. You know, I would be more concerned if I was hanging out with people I didn't want to have sex with. You know, not people I actually do. Like, that's what makes sense to me, you know? Fucked everybody except Shannon. She been holding out, you know. Don't let Shannon fool you. Shannon is a top, y'all, okay? Don't get it twisted, okay? Don't let Shannon fool you. Shannon be up here with her high ponytail and her tight skirt and her femme body. Shannon is a top, okay? Give it up if you're a top. Give it up if you're a bottom. See, y'all ain't woke. I'm out here surveying who I'm trying to holler at later. Y'all all just gave yourselves away. You know, I'm like, okay. You know, I'm out here trying to be free. I've started I've reignited my FetLife page. You know, you can find me at Sosuke the Switch on FetLife. I did my BDSM.org test and it came up 100% switch. You know, a bitch is multi-talented, okay? I've talked about being a hoe for so much, y'all. It's like all I have to, all the jokes are like hoe joke. I've been unplugged because I've been going through a lot of shit. I've been unplugged, so I like plugged out, you know, I turned off my phone for like 2 weeks. You know, I like logged off of social media. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is really going on, actually. But I sort of have started to plug back in and like watching politics. I don't actually have a lot to say about politics, except that I feel like politics becomes very intellectual very quickly, you know? And I think the first thing that we have to acknowledge when we're having these very like intellectual academic conversations is that the people who are actually the most affected by those conversations don't always have the privilege of being in them, right? So like that's the first thing we have to acknowledge, you know? The other thing I have to say is I wish that more intellectuals were required to have rap battles, okay? Because it really helps put things into perspective for me, you know? I'm just like, listen, you know? I don't know how anybody, I was confounded, you know, and I'm gonna take it back, because I didn't get a chance to talk about it when it happened, you know? And I feel like we gotta talk about the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj rap battle, because here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all, is that people really, really felt like Nicki Minaj won. And I'm just like, I don't know how you can understand what words are and think that Nicki Minaj won that rap battle. You know, it was like ding, ding, ding. Who delivered the most punches? Remy Ma. She came out the box like boom, 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 boom. Like I was ashamed for everyone, you know? So I wish they were required to do some shit that actually would put it into perspective for me, you know? But I had to unplug. You know, I've been going to therapy. Okay, therapy got me fucked up. I went in there thinking I was just gonna be able to finally like organize my emails, you know, and like take out the trash on the right day, you know. But what I realized is that therapy is also an opportunity to like take up some space, you know. Especially because like a lot of therapists are white. That's just the reality. You know, my therapist is white, but I love now going into her office. I'm like, and you know what? White people got me fucked up again today. And it's her job to sit there and listen. So take up some motherfucking space and go to therapy, okay? Don't be afraid if it's a white bitch. I'm gonna tell you exactly how the fuck I feel today, you know? But a bitch is learning. I'm learning how to compartmentalize, you know? I'm like, oh yeah. Like actually, nah, sorry. Like I can't think about that till next Tuesday, sorry. You know, the inside of my mind is like, I got mental post-its like a motherfucker. I'm looking like somebody's mama's refrigerator on the inside right now. Like, that's for next Thursday, you know? Seriously though, you know? But you gotta beware, because some people, you know, compartmentalizing is one thing. You're like, bloop, ding, blop, you know. But some people be out here vaulting, like, woof, you know. Like, you gotta beware, you know. Like, you gotta beware of vaulting. I'm also a Buddhist. Give it up if there's any Buddhists in the house. That's right, I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, just like motherfucking Tina Turner, who is still slaying for the gods, okay? So if you're wondering if the shit works, look at Tina, okay? Actual proof. You know, but like being a Buddhist is like, there's like, you know, we have this like core understanding, you know, this like, that we made a vow, right? In what we would call the remote past, like long time ago, to save living beings, right? So we believe that we made this vow to be born again and again and again with human beings to help guide them towards the light and help save them from their suffering, right? And that's why we suffer. We chose it. And it's like, wow. You know, when I think about it idealistically, like, that's such a profound, significant, you know, big, lovely, you know, mission. What a mission. When I think about it practically, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, was I drunk? You know? Like, I chose this? I chose this shit, but it's true. It's true. I chose this shit, you know? But it's interesting. It's interesting being a Buddhist because people get really uptight about religion, you know? And like people are like, oh my gosh, you know, the R word, you know? But it is what it is. Like, they're all just stories, right? So I fucks with it all, you know. I learned a lot from Christianity, you know. I feel like, you know, Jesus was essentially a Buddhist, you know. I imagine Jesus to be like Drake, you know, right? Like, I was like, who is Jesus like? You know, who can I compare Jesus to? I'm like, Jesus is like Drake, you know. It was like, this motherfucker was out here, you know, in his feelings, you know, biracial as fuck, you know. And his mama was a Jew, you know. His mama was also the first hoe, you know. Mary is the original scammer, you know. She was like, the Son of God, you know. She was like, dang, I can't believe ain't nobody thought about this shit already. Mary taught me, y'all. Mary taught me, okay? Can barely see. I write in scribble, scrabble. Low as a hoe. It's true, I'm a hoe. When I say, can I live, say, yes, you can. Can I live? Yes, you can. Can I live? Yes, you can. Can I live? Yes, you can. Y'all know I'm an educator, so, you know, a call and repeat is like, that's how you check the room and make sure everybody's still here, you know? I'm about to get up off this mic because I think I've done all of my hoe jokes. Let's see. You know, I've talked about therapy. You know, I've talked about white people, reparations. Y'all, you know, white people love to fix shit. I'm just like, yo, if you could just actually pay the tab, that would be great. You know, like, I don't need you fixing anything. You know, if you could just pay the tab, bruh, it would be great, you know? It's like the drunk person, you know, at your party that knocks some shit over and breaks it and then tries to pick it up. It's like, not a good idea. No, right? Like, you are drunk and you already knocked it over and broke it. It's my shit. Let me fix it. What you need to do is Venmo me in the morning. You know, slide through the PayPal, you know? I don't need you fixing anything. So that's really most of what I have to say. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Ratchet Affirmations. That's Ratchet Affirmations. You can hit me up on Fat Life at Soske, S-O-S-K-E, The Switch. And I'll see y'all at the bar. Much love.